Andy Bowyer and Jim Holley with Race Day Live presented by AMSOIL. This is the official post-race show from Las Vegas, the last post-race show of 2016. What a way to finish the year, Jim.
Yeah, it was just incredible. I mean, not only the racing was incredible and intense with the conditions that we had, but our show, Race Day Live,
Yeah.
I mean, we only got about an hour and 20 minutes in, and then the ceiling crashed down. But we tried. We gave it a gallon effort. We were still broadcasting. And
we're getting hailed on.
Yeah, rained on. I think there's about 100 gallons of water that just dumped on us. That tarp couldn't hold it any longer. But, you know, and then the track, I mean, you know, you really got to give it up to the Feld track crew. I mean, if you look at the transitions, you know.
How it looked after that storm.
It was a lake in that first turn. I mean,
the tough blocks were floating away.
Yeah, it was a mess. But, you know, all in all, I think it turned out to be a great night. And how about that 250? And you know what? I don't care what Cooper Webb said in the press conference. His wrist is broke. He's got a navicular that's broken, and you know, he suffered it out. And they tied in points. He got the championship, but only on the win. Savachi wins here tonight in Las Vegas. The West Coast gets bragging rights now, but Cooper Webb finishes up 12th, wraps up the championship. And on the other hand, on that East Coast, Malcolm Stewart did what he had to do. He looked brilliant in the heat race. The pressure didn't phase him at all. Picks up a third and wraps up that championship on the East Coast. But how about Osborne, man? Osborne had to come through the last chance race. He went down in the heat race because of the mud. Came through the last chance race and finished up second. A great ride for Zach Osborne on the Husky.
Right, it was a terrific 250 East-West shootout. I was glad to see those guys win the championships. I think on each coast, those were the guys that were the men in their division. And I didn't want to see a mud race get in the middle of that, but it did, and it was the same for everybody. And Cooper had to dig deep. He wasn't looking good about 5 laps into that main event. He was, you know, 1 point behind. Made up a couple points. He had to dig deep. I know his wrist was hurting, but did what he had to do, got the championship. Joey Savachi was pretty gutted after the race because he absolutely killed it today. He was so fast in the mud.
Well, and he almost lapped Webb. He lapped up to 13th place, and I believe he was just maybe, what, 20 bike lengths behind Webb for a lap there.
Right. In the 450 class, what can you say? It was a awesome main event, but Ryan Dungey gets it done again. His 9th win of the season, the 31st of his career to match his 31 career podiums. And Kenny Roczen, though, was right there until he went down.
Well, it was a knockdown, drag-out brawl. I mean, like you said, Dungey was leading it. Kenny Roczen was kind of reeling it in. Kenny passed the Lobo. Jason Anderson gets into second, comes up, has a little problem, and then Dungey runs into him. You see 1 and 2, they're down in there, and they both got up, but
Dungey's bike stayed
running. But Kenny Roczen had some problems. He pulled in and he tried to fix it, but it just wasn't meant to be. But like you said, you know, the champion Dungey wins another one for him. Anderson finishes up second. That means Husqvarna second and second, and both in the 450 and the 250 there. And third, Eli Tomac rode well. I think he was a little bit upset though because we didn't get that podium interview. He was all wet.
He was out of here.
He just said, "I'm out of here." So we'll have to see. You know, get him next time. We'll ask him. But what a great night of racing in that 450 race. Also, I mean, for the conditions that these guys had, all the guys said this was treacherous. And I want to give a little shout out to 4th place. Blake Baggett, he rode well to get that 4th, and Chad Reed in 5th. Well, Jim, and the other thing that I can't wait is the Outdoor Nationals. I mean, the outdoors are going to be good. These guys are going to pick it right back up. They've left off Supercross. We've closed the door on 2016 on the Monster Energy AMA and FIM World Championship. It's over in 2016. It's off to the Nationals now.
Yeah, Pro Motocross Championships coming up. But just want to thank everybody for tuning in to Race Day Live all season long. It's been a pleasure, Jim Holley. One heck of a season. Sorry we had to end it on such a crash with our set, but hey, sometimes Mother Nature prevails, but that's the way it went here in Las Vegas. We'll see you next year.